Our next guest has appeared on BET, Showtime at the Apollo, the Nashville Network. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. Make him... You guys are looking at us like we owe you gas money or something. Huh? Make him feel welcome. This is his first time on the program. Please welcome the real John King. John.
Thank you very much. So here we are in Indiana, state of the beautiful license plates is what this is. Y'all got the prettiest license plates I've ever seen, man. But anyhow, my name is the real John King. I am from Birmingham, Alabama. I live on the west side of town. That's the raggedy side of town. And we famous for one thing in my neighborhood. We got the poorest homeless people in the world live right in my neighborhood. Now, if you think I'm lying, drive through my neighborhood, you'll see our homeless people standing on the corner just yelling. We'll work for cardboard and a magic marker. That's rough, ain't it? But anyhow, I flew into, well, actually I didn't fly into town. Okay, I drove into town, but I generally fly wherever I go. Now, the last time I flew on an airplane, the flight attendants, they still give you a demonstration on how to fasten seatbelts. By show of hands or applause, how many people here don't know how to fasten a seatbelt? That's pretty much my point. Folks, they still wasted time with giving you a demonstration on how to fasten a seatbelt. I told a flight attendant, I said, look, if you want to do me a favor, how about giving me a demonstration on how to land this plane in case our drunk pilot pass out? How about that? Now that's something we can use, ain't it? But the last time I flew into Norfolk, Virginia. I stayed at a Howard Johnson's. Howard Johnson has a new slogan. Their new slogan is, our rooms are so comfortable, they make you feel like you're right at home. That's what they told me when I checked in. Sir, our room is so comfortable, it make you feel like you're right at home. I told her at the desk, I said, look, if I wanted to feel like I was at home, I would have stayed at home. And how about giving me that room that's gonna make me feel like I'm in Jamaica? How about that, huh? Throw in a palm tree, some sand, and send me up one of them nice big Bob Marley joints. How about that, huh? That's the room I want. But anyhow, nice to be here in Fort Wayne. I had a little problem, though. I had to hitchhike to get to the club tonight. My piece of junk car broke down, man. So I was out hitchhiking. I was on St. Joe Boulevard out here, hitchhiking, trying to get here. Guy came along in a little raggedy Chevrolet Savette. Yeah, raggedy Chevrolet Savette. Stopped, rolled his window down, and he said, hey, come on, man, get in, I'll give you a ride. I say, man, go ahead, I'm in a hurry. Hey, you'll do all right in a Savette on flat ground, right? And then when it's time to go up a hill, you gotta open the door, stick your foot out like Flintstone to get up the hill. Thanks, but no thanks, man. But you know what, maybe it's my own fault, because I bought this car used, and I know it was used when I bought it. It had a lot of miles on it. But you know what, folks? I think my car was previously owned by a secret agent. I'm serious, man. The guy that sold me the car told me this. He said, man, this car was owned by James Bond, 007 himself at one time. I know he telling the truth because every time I start it up, it leave an oil slick and a smoke screen behind it. That's right. Got all those special secret agent gadgets on it too. Like for instance, my coat hanger is disguised as a I don't think y'all heard that. I think y'all ears messed up on that one, didn't you? My antenna is disguised as a coat hanger. John, you're right. This is a nice audience, man. Because that don't happen for real, folks, I'm gonna tell you. You mess up a punchline, you don't get nothing from the audience, man. But I appreciate that. Got other special secret agent guys on it too. Like for instance, y'all not gonna believe this, man. My car is untraceable. That's right, I know y'all thinking I probably filed the serial numbers off, right? Wrong. No, see, it got bald head tires on it so it don't leave tracks. You don't know where I've been or where I'm going. I think it might have had an ejector seat at one time too. It don't anymore, man, but I think it might have had it one time because it got a coil spring that keeps popping up out of the seat, hitting me in my behind while I'm driving. But I'm not trying to brag, even though I probably own the only very rare secret agent car in existence. All right? Now, I'm not trying to brag, because there are disadvantages. For instance, one day I was driving through a residential neighborhood. There were some people sitting out on their porch, some other people was working out in the yard. So I'm just kind of cruising through there. All of a sudden, the piece of wire that was holding my muffler up broke. The muffler fell on the ground. It was scrubbing across the ground. Sparks start flying. Then the thing backfired. People ran the house. Later, I got arrested for a drive-by shooting. And I was innocent. But those are the disadvantages. But one of the advantages to being in Fort Wayne is y'all don't have toll roads here. That's right, you don't have to pay to round the freeway. I drove in on Route 69, didn't cost me a dime. I work in Florida a lot. By applause, how many people ever been to Orlando, Florida? Okay. How many people wish they was in Orlando, Florida right now? Now, for the people that's been to Orlando, y'all can back me up on this. They got toll roads down there, man. I got on this thing in Orlando called the East-West Tollway, okay? Drove 2 miles, stopped, paid $1.75. Drove another 2 miles, stopped, paid another $1.75. Drove another 2 miles, guess what? Another $1.75. They got nerve to call it a toll road. At the end of this thing, man, had nobody told me nothing. And I'm like, hey, I'm serious, man. And being from the neighborhood that I'm from, and I'm broke all the time, I was like, hey, y'all take my money, you better tell me something. I wish somebody had told me to keep my butt off that East-West Tollway. They need to change the name to the Frank and Jesse James Toll Road. Because they'll rob you drive on that thing, man. I didn't have enough money left to see Mickey Mouse. And that's what I went there for. But I did get a chance to play some golf while I was there. Now, I didn't do the conventional golf thing. I did what they call ghetto golf. Are y'all familiar with the game? No? Let me explain it. Ghetto golf is a little different from conventional golf. First of all, you don't use golf clubs, all right? What you do is you get your 2x4, trim one end of the board, okay? Get you a rock, throw it up in the air, and just knock hell out of it. That rock land in somebody's front yard, you're on the green. That's right. If that rock roll in the sewer, that's a hole in one. If you hit a pigeon, that's a birdie. Right, birdie. Now, if that rock go through somebody's window, it's gonna be rough. If it go through a window, land in some cat litter, you're in a sand trap. You're gonna need a rake to get that rock out of there. If you hit a white guy wearing a fedora, that's a bogey. But anyhow, another reason why I like Fort Wayne, y'all have very nice restaurants here. Went to a real nice restaurant today. Went to an Oriental restaurant, went in, ordered this Chinese dish. Very tasty dish, I must admit. After I completed my meal, my waiter came over and handed me my check. And I was like, wait a minute, man. I'm not paying you until you bring me my fortune cookie. That's right, because everybody here know in a Chinese restaurant, you get a free fortune cookie with every meal, right? Okay, so this dude had a little bit of an attitude, man. So he left, came back a few minutes later, handed me a biscuit with a food stamp between it. Oh, hey, man, this ain't no fortune. It's a $1 food stamp. Man, get out of here, man. I had a real good friend that was a vegetarian. We have any vegetarians in the audience? Okay, good. Then I won't offend nobody then, okay. Yeah, I had a real good friend who was a vegetarian. This guy used to get in my face every day. He go, John, don't eat meat, me to kill you. Don't eat meat, me to kill you. About 3 days later, he got ran over by a refrigerated meat truck. He did. Hey, if I would have known it was him, I'd have tried hard to stop that thing, but it must have been time for him to go, I guess. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm a dad. Did I mention that yet? That's kind of hard to believe, I know, but I am. I got a little boy. He's like 7 years old, about this tall. At that age now where he asks a million questions, and sometimes he catches me off guard. Like the other day, he came up to me, he was like, Dad, where does babies come from? And I was like, condoms with holes in them? Hey, I did the best I could under pressure, you know. Well, it ain't like I owe him an explanation. It ain't like he my real son anyhow, so. Oh, we got a lot of step kids here. Okay, that's cool. That's all right, that's all right. Hey, but I tell you this though, man, he might not be my son, but he look a lot like my mailman for some reason. And that's making me mad too, man, because we moved 5 times in the last 3 years, I still got the same mailman. The fuck, ain't no mail route that long, is it, folks? No. Something strange going on in my house. I'm gonna find out what it is. I don't think I'm gonna find out from my mailman, though, because you know disgruntled postal workers will shoot you, won't they? That's right. Yeah, that's who you gotta worry about, man. Them disgruntles. Them the people you gotta worry about. See, man, we always wasting our time. The law enforcement always wasting their time with robbers, muggers, dope dealers, rapists. But see, you don't have to worry about them. It's them disgruntled. Them the ones you gotta worry about. Now, first of all, is everybody in the audience gruntled tonight? Everybody pretty much gruntled, okay? Good, man, because I ain't worried about gruntles. It's them disgruntled. Them the ones I'm worried about. I'm scared of disgruntles, and y'all know why too, don't you? Why? Because they'll shoot you, that's right. Y'all know. You had some run-ins with some disgruntles before, haven't you, sir? That's right, man. But you must be very intelligent. You must be very intelligent because you got to be smart, man, to live in an encounter with a disgruntled. So this man is, get this man a hand, very intelligent man here. He survived a disgruntled encounter. Needs more men like that. But I'm getting disgruntled at my son because lately he's been twisting my arm. He want me to buy him some sneakers that Michael Jordan endorsed, which are very expensive shoes. But this shoe is supposed to make you jump higher, so I decided I would check the shoe out. Went to a sporting goods store, went in, took one look at the price of the shoe. Guess how much that was? Close enough. $150. I almost jumped 10 feet there. And I hadn't even tried the shoe on yet. And one thing for sure, you ought to be able to jump a little bit higher because your wallet will be a lot lighter. Right, moms and dads? That's right. Y'all know today a kid will not buy a reasonably priced sneaker with it. If it don't cost $150, maybe $175, they don't want it, right? Listen to this story. I got a little nephew. He's like 8 years old, all right? My sister, when I bought him a $65 pair of sneakers, do you realize that little rascal wouldn't wear them? Y'all want to hear his reason why? He said they were too cheap. Yeah, I'm like, what, too cheap? I said, look, sis, I'll show a little behind cheap. I'll let him wear flip-flops this summer. Yeah, a little sawed-off stuff don't work nowhere talking about too cheap. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to relate to that, see, because when I was growing up, my mom went and bought my tennis shoes from the drugstore. You from Hicksville know what I'm talking about. Right? Oh, check this out. Hey, she come back, 2 pair, $5. They had a slogan, buy a pair, get a spare. And believe me, you need that spare. Now, them cheap things that last every bit of 6, 7, maybe 8 days or more. But that's all right, we kept wearing them. And we would wear them so long the tongue would rot completely out of them. We kept wearing them, called them drop tops. Yeah, that's a country word for convertible. We had little kids that lived across the street from us. They wore aluminum cans on their feet. That's right, they called them DeLoreans. But they were proud kids. You couldn't tell them kids nothing. And I think kids are spoiled now because we give them too much. I might be guilty of that myself because I got about 6 or 7 little nieces and nephews, and they think just because you're from out of town, you got a lot of money, right? I went to visit them one time. They wanted me to take them to the movie, and I was like, look, I don't have enough money to take all y'all to the movie. Then they all got mad. It was hard for me to relate to that because when I was growing up, we didn't even have a TV at my house, let alone go to a movie. Now, if I'd have asked my mom to take me to the movie, do you know what my mom would have said? What? Take you to the movie? She said, boy, you better pull a chair up to that window when I open these drapes real slow. Now, you sit your butt there while I go make some popcorn. And we'd be sitting there because we had another choice. Get real lucky sometime. We get to see one of them action drama movies. We sit there, look out the window, look across the street, watch that lady whoop her husband behind out in the front yard. That's the only movie we got to see. So how you doing, man? Now, they tell me y'all like the best band in the country. Y'all can play anything. So what I want y'all to do is give me some slow blues in A. 2, 3. Food stamp line. She had 19 kids, I think 5 of them was mine.